Okay, so about that, I messed up on that. I want to talk to you guys about college. So, if you look for a college or something, if you go through college or something, I want to talk to you guys about college first. And you make girls are in college. And I'm going to apply to college myself too. If you like this podcast, if you are a college listeners on this podcast too. Sorry, I'm burping. If you in college or something, I want to be a part of being a part in college. So, if you look for college, qualify me any colleges out there. If you have like people work.
Not my problem.
If you have people look for college or something, they can send me a letter in college. This is my future goals in my tight fit to save money for my retirement money and for my future money to hustle. And I know I do not have a lot of money on me. So I want you to train to college, any college, like to look at this podcast, college about college. And if you look for, if you like to listen to college, you can do that too. If you have a Palmer or something, I have a Palmer. I will show you it.
A wedding.
Okay, this is my Palmer. Actually, I already graduated from school. Actually, and I want to start showing you guys this off too. And I want to talk to you guys about that too. If you are listening to this, please do. If you are in college, like any cities are in college or something, you can go in college and study stuff about in college and stuff I can do for science to let me be in college for in Scouts. And if they want to look for a number one man to be in college, you can do that too also. And you do a lot of things in college, like meet new people. If you want to.
I'm on medication, though. What are you doing in there?
Just washed up in your sink. Don't want to offend the customers.
Why?
My dad's mad because I bought a pad and it's not letting me use the house.
Oh, so that's your old chef.
If you want to listen to my shows, you can please do. If my future goes to go into college, and if you are a college listener on this show too, I'd like to apply to college someday into my life and reach out to any college if they accept me too. And my future goal is helping out people to be in college and parties things like that, and stuff like that. Party people out there.
What now? What are you doing?
If you like this or something, you can do that too, also. And if you want to qualify in college or something, I already graduated from college. No, not from college. I already graduated from school already, and I'm still looking for college myself. If you like to apply to college, too, if they would take you or not. And there's the main goals you can do and all the stuff you can meet up with your stuff you can do in college. So if you are and
That night, my brother turned a ratty old van into his chariot of love. The romance was in the air.
Hey, Mr. Boss. I'm just here to pick up Jana.
You think you're taking my daughter out in this?
No worries. I'll have her home by 11.
I wouldn't open that.
Move.
It's kind of many, Frank. I thought about what you said. I'm returning the van. Good night.
so if you about that. If you want to do more things on your next podcasts and in your college for podcasts too. You can learn, it teach you how to get into college and study things in scouts and study things in poetry balance scouts too. You can be in those things too, and you can get in college for all the sites you can do online, and you can do a lot of things. And if you want to meet up us to learn to do more new things. If you are racing to college, being a part of being a ball in college, you can do that too also. And it's more college out there too also for making podcasts and make YouTube channels too. If you want to upload some YouTube channels, so about that. If you listen to the shows what we make, learn to make podcasts. You do like all the stuff on there, like where you meet up your friends and your friends are on this cast and on your hosting and on your hosting on your casts, on your podcasts. Something you can learn and teach how to do in podcasts. If you want to listen into podcasters out there, actually, if you are a podcast, if you are hosting things on like hosting shows, and I'm doing a great at a.
And you know it just wants
I want to
to
start opening up a business
Ray, I'll go
for businesses for YouTube channels to hustle. And YouTube is like a business. It's like a show. It's like a business shows too.
Congratulations.
If you are listening into this, please do. If you are
Yeah, well, waiting to laugh.
so about that. If you are in stuff what you are hearing now, I'm gonna be a face-to-face president for YouTube channels. Also, cause I do make YouTube channels for people to make me to make YouTube channels for Down Syndrome Society and for Down Syndrome Day to hustle. So I am obviously Down Syndrome things too.
And your memo will be here.
If you are a Down Syndrome Down Syndrome Society or a listeners on this, you can do that too also. So about that.
Please give me a hug.
Sorry, I'm coughing so much.
Just finishing up.
So, if you have sites or like music sites too, you can be bought in music. You can be bought in a lot of things. Like you can be a part of basketball, bowling,
I was thinking maybe we could go to a test.
horsing for powerlifting too, also. And I'm a CEO and a CEO Canada for champs to hustle. So if you are doing great things you do in broadcasting and podcasts on your shows on like I know a lot of Bus Olympics have podcasts out there too, also. I know they do. I know we do too. And if you like to sign up a requirement, you sign up for a government site on your site, you can do that too, also.
Blame me 'cause you forgot your baby.
Well, I guess we're not going in the pool.
If you like this or something, you can put likes and study about likes on your YouTube channels to hustle. And you can take classes and learn stuff on YouTube channels too. Hustle.
Good to see you.
George, how's it going? Good.
If you like this or something, please pull me into my YouTube channels. And if you are a CEO hosting for CEO Canada Miniatures listeners on this podcast too, also. Cause I'm a miniature and a still miniature for podcasts to hustle. For shows you can make, what days you are on podcasts, and what many things you can do for podcasts, what days, when you are on podcasts. So I'm gonna be a man, a chore for podcasting and for hosting on YouTube channels too. And you can do a group thing on your feedback on your YouTube channels to also. So if you want to set up a YouTube channel, if you want to create a YouTube channel on your podcast, you can do that too also. If you are a podcaster, set up on podcasting for YouTube channels to also. And you can set it up and create a podcast on your shows on YouTube channels to hustle. And your businesses, your jobs, you can grade on things they can learn and grade edit into a YouTube channel. To like if people look for a job or something, if you are a YouTube ministers too, cause I make a YouTube miniature to myself too. And if you are looking for a YouTube or something, you can put that on a link to everybody else YouTube channels too. You can do that too, also. And my best friend named Ben, his YouTube channels can always send my YouTube channels to Harsha. Cause I know he did a lot of things on his podcasting, and I listen to his podcasts a lot of times. I listen to his podcast a lot, actually. Cause a lot of things he can be bought in things too. And you can be a part of being staff with a YouTube staff too. You can follow me on this because I am a staff and a manager for YouTube channels too.
I guess it's time to
Hustle.
do what people do on their website.
Georgie, we're gonna be parents. We don't do that anymore.
Oh, right.
Besides,
And if you like this or something, pull link to my YouTube channels. If you want to update my YouTube channels, please do.
that's 10 minutes you could be helping. Now go change whichever this one is.
Georgie, there's a band called Guns N' Roses on the phone.
Really?
Yeah, the guitarist broke his hand. And
If you like this shows I'm making for Idiot Castles, can send up a money cast for money for making podcasts too. And you can make a great add money to YouTube channels to also.
so cool. We borrowed it from my mom.
So if you want to listen to college, please do that to also. If you want to set up a adding too, you can put add more stuff to your podcasts and learn to make podcasts too. You can learn and study about podcasts too also.
Good question. What's your secret?
If you are a podcast listeners on this, you can listen to my shows. I do like holiday shows, birthday shows, and I do holidays, birthdays, holidays episodes. You can look at those, and I do like great things on my YouTube channels too. Also, I do preaching. I do a lot of things on there, and I'm itching me to be a pastor too, also, and a Bicycle Olympics.
It's a chest in the middle of a crypt. It's a little suspicious.
I'm a pastor for Bicycle Olympics too, also.
Thieves have the ability to check for traps. Good for me.
If you like this, sorry, you can follow me on there too, also, and I do all episodes on my all times my episodes I was watching. If you like to watch things, sorry, you can watch all my YouTube channels what I watch. And I need more, actually need more followers. Like birthday followers and holidays and Christmas followers on this podcast to Hansel. And I do podcasts for holidays. And I do podcasting for Christmas to Hansel. Because I'm hosting Christmas and holidays to Hansel. And any sites are like scout sites too. If you are in David stuff you do in scouts too, I'll tell them what they can do. They can make podcasts too. Scouts and leaders and Scouts Masters and any meetings, Scouts Masters can look at what I'm doing for grade 8A YouTube channel for them too, also. And I know a lot of Scouts have YouTube channels too, also. And you do great things for making podcasts for Scouts. And I did Scouts with my best friend Ben and Jonathan and everybody else in Scouts as in on me because I'm doing this for them too also. If you like this or something, pull a link to my YouTube channels. Please do. And I do really great things too. I do like family shows, I do parrots episodes about parenting and about my family and eating parrots and eating families like this shows I'm making for them too. They can watch this too. If you are a family listeners on this podcast to Hansa. If you are Lord and teach your kids to be bought in Scouts, please do that too, Hansa. Meet us in Scouts meetings too. And I do like live meetings, YouTube meetings, and I do live meetings, live streaming meetings,
We both know this isn't you.
and shows that meetings too, also. And you can do great things you can do for those too. And you are in shows or on like campsites. You are on campsites. You can book some sites too. You can pick what place you can go to, and you can do that too, also. I will create a YouTube channel for in Scouts, and I do white casuals for in Scouts too. And if you like this, something yeah. So if you want to come by, something, please do come by to our Scouts meetings and do that kind of things. You do shows, suppers for Scouts. You do that too, also. If you in some shows, acting shows about in Scouts, you can do that too, also. If you are in a podcast stuff too about in Scouts, make your own great a YouTube channel for your stuff you do in Scouts. You can do that too, also. And if you like this or something, please do. And I like doing making all great things on Boy Scouts and any Scouts podcasters out there too, also. And I do like any cities, podcasters too can watch things online, and you can watch things on the phones, like meetings, and more like meetings for like YouTube meetings, and shows meetings, and YouTube meetings to also, and live streaming meetings to also. If you want to be famous or something, you can be famous on your castles too. Also, you can do that too. And I want to be a actor, artist, for and scouts too. Also, and if you are a Boy Scouts and Lady Scouts, want to be Boy Scouts, please do. Boys and guys can be joining with Boy Scouts too. Also, if you like this or something, pull yourself on a YouTube channel and talk about a lot of things on there. And this is what you do for any social makeup, any social you like to do and meet people and meet new people for scouts too. You can do that too. And if you want to create a YouTube channel with your friends and your podcasters, fans too, you can do that too also. And if you, I have, I have a lot of shows talking about scouts too also. I did some dating episodes for scouts too. I do that too. And I talk about a lot of things about scouts too. I know live, I know stories, and love stories about in scouts too also. And you need to have friends. Always need to care about each other, not say things. Like you can say, hey, you had a great week. If you are have bad days, it's fine. If you're tired or something, you can watch my shows. If you're tired or something, you can watch shows what I'm watching on my phone, and you can watch things on your phones, and you drop it. Something you can do that too, and you can watch things on TV too. Also, so they are podcasters too. Also, if you are on a computer like this computer right here, or something like that, and you can Google things on there too about the scouts too. So get your computer, and you can learn and study things on mediums, stuff like that, and look up things on your Google, things about scouts too. You can Google things about scouts too on Boy Scouts websites too also. If you like this show I'm making right now, I went to Lincoln one time with my scouts there. That's the same place I graduated from. And that's where we have our Boy Scouts meetings are at. And any places we go to is about scouts too. Also, and if you look for if you are looking for a miniature, YouTube miniatures or something, I make a miniature for YouTube channels, and I do episodes on there for scouts too. and you can learn and teach yourself to be in scouts, and you can learn about being in scouts too. Study in science about in scouts too also. If you have homework you need to do for in scouts, because I am ordering a legal badge for myself to hustle. If you like this for YouTube channels, you can have a YouTube channel, grade natal for a YouTube channels too, cause I am that too also, cause I post a lot new stuff on you guys' websites, and I do that too also, and maybe someday if they have a badge for YouTube channels to also. If you are if you have a if you are in scouts or something, if you have a podcast badge, and if you have a YouTube badges, something like that, you can do that too. If you have any sites, podcasting, and YouTube channels, badges out there too. If you want to do that too, you can follow me what I'm doing, and I do a great a YouTube channel for Scouts and for Boy Scouts Troop 312. I am great at a YouTube channel for them too also, for their meetings, and I do write them schedules down too, what many days we have meetings on to also. And we need to get to these meetings, cause these meetings is pretty meetings you need to get to. If you are in live streaming podcast meetings, you need to be on there, and you can be on a podcast listeners, and you can listen to any sites or in Scouts websites too.
Well, I remember putting one of these
And
together.
if you are in Scouts or something, I can ask so many cops, maybe they can help us to create a YouTube channel for Sherman, Illinois too, cause we have a lot trash outside for Sherman too. And I think about maybe I can ask my scouts to come here to Sherman. So I mean, we have a lot of trash here too at Sherman too. Outside, so I mean, we can clean outside a little bit, not too much, and stuff like that. And if you like this podcast or something, I do podcasts for outside too, also, because I do that kind of things too, and I mow the grass too, also, because I make the great things I'm doing for mowing things on my YouTube channels, and you can advertise YouTube channels too, also. If you want to advertise and vote for in Scouts too, you can advertise those and vote those too. If you like this podcast, something, please do that too, also. I have a great things I want to tell you guys too. My store at my job, we be open well 9 o'clock and 6 o'clock on holidays too.
I would have highlighted that.
This is when we will be open at our stores.
Oh, Mr. Scooper? Oh, hi.
and stuff like that.
Sam.
Yes, of
And,
course.
and we
From,
are spending
physics
money
class.
on things
Oh, I'm
there
glad.
too.
Yeah.
I know what
Brings you here.
kind, so we spend.
Oh,
It's like
sure.
$5
You didn't want to go
$5, $10,
Did, but,
$20, $25, 50.
I don't know Sheldon well, but he can be a little
Yeah,
rude.
$50,
Oh, okay.
$25, 77
Just gonna sit here?
bucks,
just
and
it's time to drop him off.
I
$9.99
can show you around campus.
No.
bucks,
Yeah,
like
no,
$9
come on.
and
I'll buy
$9
you a school shirt.
bucks.
Oh, he would
You
be
can do that too, and $100
That's why I'm
and
also.
$100 too. Also, this is what kind of stuff you spend at Walgreens
You're really getting it.
to also.
I feel like I'm not helping at all. Come on now.
And I'm a minister for those
I
things
did for
too.
kids in Sunday school. They go to town.
So if you like this or something, please come by to my job. If you want to
Absolutely.
spend money on yourself there, please do that too also.
Can't get a credit
If
card.
you make,
How am I going to be responsible for
if you want to create a YouTube channel for Walgreens too, you can do that too also.
Mike was
Two.
telling us we were having twins.
If you want to
We were having a show.
learn YouTube channels and study things about YouTube channels too also.
We could go the other way and have a Georgie. So
If you want to learn and study things about my job and Walgreens or something, you can do that too also. If you like this or something, please do. And I do like all shows, like any shows I watch, any sites what I watch on my phone. You can do that too also. And I do a lot YouTube channels for Walgreens too. You go to see some shows what I talking on about
Honestly, who drinks a Slurpee at 11 a.m.?
about things online and stuff you can talk about online and talk about things you do online too. You can do that too, and you can buy some shorts too, like things on like podcast shorts. I need one of those for podcasting too also. I need shorts to say podcasts, and I need
You hear from him at all?
I need like store miniatures
I do.
shorts too
Going kind of hard.
also, and I need a YouTube channels shorts too also, and those are selling on Rebate
Can I help you out find anything?
and on August on to also.
Jason, this is Mary.
And you have shorts say August on it too. You can put them too.
Sounds fun.
And you can buy things on there like Scout shorts,
See you there.
Boy Scout shorts, podcast shorts, and stuff like that. You can do too. If you are in Scouts too,
Just take the
get you a short, say something on it, say podcast short, and put like a Scout on it, say Boy Scouts 212 Pat co-host and podcasts, hosting casts about Scouts short to hustle. If you have a show like this or something, it's gonna be say like a Boy Scouts. It's a podcast on it to hustle. You can do that to hustle.
And there's nothing wrong.
If you are doing great things for your work and I do that too hustle. I do 80 episodes for Walgreens too. I do all different kind of sites they want me to do in sites and all that. So I do editing, filmmaking, YouTube making for Walgreens too. So I'm doing a podcast in a sites you can go on sites you are on like say like Boy Scouts free trap podcasters too out there too. You can do that too because it's always important for Boxing Olympics too. Boxing Olympics and Scouts are the same thing too. Boy Scouts and any Scouts are any same thing in Boxing Olympics. All things are ball in Boxing Olympics. Kind of is. A lot of shows making stories about any shows you make up. Stories about Boxing Olympics. And stories about things about your podcasters and on your line on your TV network podcasters out there too. And I want to send this up on TV network too also. So if you like this or something, please create a YouTube channel for any sites to be involved in Boxing Olympics too. And same thing in college too. College and any college can be involved in Scouts too. And being part
I may not look at that in the future for physics, so just move on.
So if you want to be ball and be part and be the ball in things, you can do that too. Also, you can be a part and be the ball with Walgreens too. You can do that too. Also, I do like YouTube episodes. I do any shows you want me to post more things on there. You can do that too. Also. And if you are on like things I am hearing right now, I need to wait for things or start stuff up again, and I started up a YouTube channel up again for a YouTube channel to understand people to make news and make fake news on your podcast or things too. And write down your data for what time you get to things and meetings too. And I do a Boy Scouts and Boxing Olympics meetings too. And I do that too also. And I do like child charters too. I want to tell them I am a CEO, a dedicator for a YouTube channel to also. So if you want to learn and teach how to learn to make podcasts, you can go through me, you can go through Boxing Olympics to there more stuff on there to hustle out there. To if you follow these questions too, and same thing like if you in like Boxing needs and if you are a Boxing needs things on your YouTube channels, you can do that too. If you're a speaker and a co-host speaker on Down Syndrome Society podcasts too, also. You can do that too, also. And you can talk I'll start about that system too on your podcast too. Look, I do a job for my job to make a podcast. My job is reaching out people to learn and teach them to praise themselves
Hello, Mrs.
to hustle.
I just want to let you know with Dr. Sturgis.
And you can trust what you actually want to, actually. All kind of stuff you can wear, all the time. All the time.
By my boss.
Place yourself,
Now, I'm not terribly experienced.
good edit yourself to be the best and good looking, you do. And I do trust people with great shirts too, also. I do that too, also. And I do a great at a YouTube channel for stores too, also. Like any jobs you are at too. I do like YouTube channels for them too, also. And I'm doing a great at a YouTube channel for jobs too, also.
Sorry, I'm taking Missy to
So if you want to do that too, also, and I am doing a great at a YouTube channel for Sherman, Illinois to also. So if you want to teach how to make YouTube channels, I can teach you how to do that too. Also, I do Walgreens episodes, and I do dating episodes, scouts, meetings episodes too. I do meetings episodes, and YouTube meetings episodes too. And I do preaching episodes, and I do preaching, and I have a band to call the boys too, and I do that too. I have a live band too, also. If you want to check it out, please do that too, also. And if you are touring with myself, you can do that too, also. And I made a speaker for that song before I start working at Walgreens too, at Sherman too. They do not know they do not know I have Down syndrome. Actually, it's my 5 years to work at Walgreens. I started working there like 5 years and maybe 6 years there, and I got my 5-year pen, and I have a 10-year pen too, also, and I like to graduate for that too, also. So I did a lot of things the past years too. I helped about me out, and I helped them. And they love me what I'm doing for my YouTube channels. And they do support me what I do for YouTube channels to hustle. And if I win a best good looking American awards for my YouTube channels, please do that too, please do. And I want to be in TV shows, movie shows, and I want to be in award and movies and TV too. Cause I want to be a TV star too, myself too. So one day before I was like really young, I tell my dad about I like to send me up on I want to be on a American Idol someday, and I like to be on there someday for singing. And I do rap too. I do hip hop to also, and I dance to also for any sites I make up on myself. Like you can talk about those kind of things too, and you can talk about when is your younger days you can make up too. You can make that up too. You can learn and study things about your younger days and when is your younger days things on your podcast too. My good days and my young days are really good days. I did play football back then, I did that. And I did that. I worked at Parkway Cafe one time, and I quit that job because my dad grabbed me for that a long time ago. So it's okay. So I know a lot of podcasters want to get everybody back in the jobs, give them normal jobs back from them normal jobs. Like my sister named Becky. So she won her job back from Mayo Hospital. She can't now because she quit. Cause I know she got her own job too. I know she started working now. So I am helping her to go back to Mayo Hospital. Because they do save lives. You cannot fire somebody if you do not like them. Okay? You cannot do that, inshallah. If you are a Mayo Hospital, it's a notice on this podcast too. You can follow me what I'm saying about my sister and something like that. And I know you have 500 people out Mayo Hospital, and that's not right to do and not to say to any police that too. You cannot say that to any people like that. And you cannot fire people like that. And that's not right to do, fire people like that. Because people need to make money. Because they have kids, and they have life, and they have future, too. I work at Walgreens, too, also. I have a future there, too, also. And I care about my friends there. They work. I know we have work nights. I know you have friends are working on nights. And I know mornings, too. Sometimes they got work, too. Also, and you're not need to be careful what you say about like you got fired from a job, and you cannot say that because it's the worst thing you cannot do. Being fired from a job. You need to focus on yourself, focus on your kids, and cause look, holidays is coming up, and Christmas is coming up, and a lot of people want to come back to themselves too. Sometimes my boss or like my boss named Leda, she is just being her name herself. Sometimes she is, sometimes it's not. So it's okay. Really, you need to see what you say. Well, bosses. You need to teach how to not say things and stuff like that. Just do work. Just do work first. And they can, if they say, if we got our orders back or something, and we all got our budget back or something, you can do that too also. If you are a budget too, I'll talk to you guys about budget too also. Podcast is like a budget too also. Budget is a budget cut of your money. and you cut oils and you cut your budget.
Good name of Lady
And that's
Simons had been besmirched.
things you can
It was
do.
up to me to defend
And
her honor.
you can create a YouTube channel for those things too. Also, for budget cuts and for any cuts you make up, budget cuts and you cut our oils up too, and I will create a my own YouTube oils on my YouTube oils on my phone too. I have oils to learn if I get paid for my YouTube channels too. Also, if you want to create add a YouTube channel for your phones too, you can do that too. Also, if you want to create a YouTube channel for that, and what kind of stuff you spend, and what kind of money you spend, all that too, and what kind of money you spend and what many money you make, it's about your budget. It's like you have a YouTube budget, and if you have a YouTube budget, or something like that too, I can create a YouTube channel for those things to get our oils back. So if you are on this podcast, if you are a Walgreens listener on this too, if it's your corporate listeners on this too, you can listen to this too also. I am helping out a lot of people to give them feature back together and them live together and not shut down on stuff. And we are out a lot of stuff at stores too. So please promote those things too. All stores, all Walgreens stores can vote for Bus Olympics too also. It's a thing like jobs, wow, Sherman, Illinois, too. They can always send YouTube channels too for a technician's cause Bus Olympics too also. So that way give them budget back too. So I want to start doing that too, because I want to create a YouTube channel for our budget and our oils and stuff like that. Second at champs too. Also, I know they want to create a YouTube channel too. All powerlifting champs too. Also, I know they are trainers and they're doing jobs for trainers. Look for a trainer for a powerlifting lifters to train for. I train for my work. I train them to work. Also, I train my workers, treat them right, and teach them do stuff and do stuff for them too. They can follow me on this too. Also, if you like this or something, please come to Kim along on my YouTube channel too. Also, if you like this or something, we are maybe this yours or something, and we have rhinos or something we sell at Walgreens stores too. And maybe any scouts like to buy some rhinos to also. If you like this or something, put it on your notebook. And I want you to send up a TV notebook scientist to be a scientist of YouTube channels to also. So I want to be a YouTube scientist too for YouTube channels. So if you like this, please do that too also. And I did really great things too. And I do preaching and I work at church, and I work for them, and I'm part of a safety team to also. So I am that too, cause I work through churches to could be the current guard too, and I want to be a current guard for my job at Walgreens too. Walgreens need a current guard there too also. If you are a current guard, it's a notice on this too. You can listen to myself too also. Cause I'm gonna be a current guard for Walgreens stores to also. So if you I want to be coming as a boss on my YouTube channels and a manager for YouTube channels or managers to also because I am a CEO and a store manager making YouTube channels for stores to be the bar and be the part and bar and YouTube channels too. And I know a lot of TV shows are like walking shows on there too also. So watch those too also. And do really great things you do. And next day you are at work or something. If you at any places you go to like Coral Crow, all those places. Cause I went to a Christmas party with my friends today. And I had a great day with my friends. And if you have friends on Bunch Olympics page, and you can pull this YouTube channel on Bunch Olympics to also. Cause I want to create a YouTube channel for Bunch Olympics too. And I want to create a YouTube channel for John Chancellor's group meetings too also. And all that too. You can be in all different kind of groups you can be in. You can be being ball in groups too. And you can be on that too. And you can be a part of being a ball in group with YouTube channels too. You can do that too also. So check it out, and it's a really cool way you make a podcast. If you want to create a podcast on YouTube channels too, and you can send up a capsules what days you actually on YouTube channels, what days you are on podcasts, something like that. If you want to create that on your YouTube channel, please send a link to my YouTube channel. Please do, and watch all my shows what I'm watching too. So watch this. It's really good for you. You can post things. And instead of Facebook too, you can create a YouTube channel for Facebook too also. You can do that too also. And you can post a lot of things on Facebook too. You can like to post pictures on Facebook. It shows you post on Facebook too. You can do that too also. And what time you are on now too also. So let me know that too also. Have a great week, and you can see me.